The Israel-Palestine conflict is a long-standing issue with deep historical and political roots. Here's a breakdown of recent events and the background that explains the current situation. On October 7, 2023, early in the morning, while many Israelis were still asleep, a large-scale coordinated attack was launched from Gaza by Hamas, a Palestinian militant group. Air raid sirens started going off, and shortly after, thousands of rockets were fired toward Israeli cities. Hamas claimed to have fired 5,000 rockets within just 20 minutes, overwhelming Israel's Iron Dome defense system, which usually intercepts rockets mid-air. In addition to rocket fire, Hamas launched a multifaceted ground assault, infiltrating Israel from multiple directions. Fighters entered through the Gaza-Israel border using various methods, bulldozing border barriers, riding motorcycles, and even using motorized hang gliders. Attacks also came from the sea, where Hamas militants used speedboats to cross into Israeli territory. During this assault, civilians were killed and hostages were taken. Israel quickly declared a state of war and responded by launching airstrikes on Gaza, cutting off electricity to the region, and mobilizing ground forces under Operation Iron Swords. Israeli leaders expressed their determination to retaliate forcefully, describing the attack as terrorism. Israel and Palestine are located in the Middle East. Israel is surrounded by Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and Egypt, with the Mediterranean Sea to its west. Palestinian territories consist of two main areas, the West Bank east of Israel and the Gaza Strip southwest, bordering Egypt. These regions are under different controls. The West Bank is partly governed by the Palestinian Authority, a political group known as Fatah. Gaza Strip is controlled by Hamas, which has been designated as a terrorist organization by countries like the USA, EU, and Israel. However, countries like Iran, Turkey, and Russia do not classify Hamas as a terrorist group, which impacts how they respond to conflicts in the region. The conflict goes back to the early 20th century. Jews faced persecution in Europe and sought refuge in Palestine, which at the time was part of the Ottoman Empire and then under British control. The increasing number of Jewish migrants led to tensions with the local Arab population, culminating in a series of wars and ultimately the establishment of Israel in 1948. Since then, there have been numerous wars, including the Yom Kippur War in 1973 and ongoing disputes over territory and the rights of Palestinians. Israeli settlements. Israel has built settlements in the West Bank, which the United Nations considers illegal under international law. These settlements have further complicated peace efforts. Hamas and Fatah tensions. Although both are Palestinian factions, Hamas, Gaza, and Fatah, West Bank, have different approaches and have often been in conflict. International responses. Countries have taken different stances. For example, the US and EU strongly support Israel's right to defend itself. Iran and some Arab nations support Hamas, viewing its actions as resistance against Israeli occupation. Both Israelis and Palestinians suffer due to this conflict. Families live in fear, with ordinary civilians on both sides paying the price of violence and uncertainty. Past attempts at peace have been hampered by distrust, political divides, and differing goals between both groups and within Palestinian factions. The recent violence has highlighted the need for a durable peace solution, but reaching it is complicated by historical grievances, security concerns, and varying international interests. Please like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and updates on this ongoing issue.